Hey. So just dropping in. So yesterday I decided that there were two different webinars I was going to join, and I was just so aggravated. And it's not because of the information, it's not because of who was hosting the webinar, it's because it's not my season for those things right now or at all, because what is happening is I'm finding myself trying to take hold of what God has not necessarily released unto me, or what he has necessarily called me to do. This that's Do you understand what I'm saying? There may be things that look appealing to you. There may be things that you think God is sending your way. You may think that that thing, that person, that place is for you, and it's not. And the reason why it looks appealing is because Satan is trying to knock you off of your course. And so he knows what God has spoken to you in private, and you know what God has spoken to you in private, but you are so tired of waiting for God's promise to come to pass. You're being impatient because he hasn't given you the next instruction, and you're toiling, you're confusing your mind, you're wondering like, Lord, is this for me? Is this for me? Is that for me? Is he for me? Is she for me? Should I grab hold to this? Should I do this? Should I go there? And God is telling you, wait, you have got to be still. And that's where I am, because I know, God is calling me to a place, and everything, like right now, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. And financially, I need, or in my mind, I'm thinking that I need the finances to do that thing. And that may be true, but the way God is going to do it is going to be different than how I think it should be done. And so there are things that I want to do, and God is like, no. Either he's saying no, or he's saying not right now. But I'm seeing these different opportunities come up on how, people started this thing and they were blessed. And that's all fine and dandy, because God was behind it. If God is not behind the decision you are going to make, you are going to set yourself back. So you have got to sit still, you got to be patient, and you have got to know that God is saying yes. It has to be a clear yes. And so I'm sitting here trying to, get all this information for, the webinars that was going on. And my spirit was just so disturbed. And I'm just like, why am I sitting here tuned into this webinar, taking all these notes, trying to grasp hold of all this information? And I'm just like, God has not called me to that. You understand? Your God's desires has to be your desires. Whatever God has willed for your life, that's what you need to align yourself with. And if you don't have the full scope of what it is, then you need to sit still. You need to go in your prayer closet. You need to fast. You need to pray. You need to sit still and make sure that you're really hearing what the Holy Spirit is speaking to you. Because if not, like I said, you're going to go down the wrong road. You're going to be even more aggravated, confused. I mean, you're going to be toiling. I mean, you may find yourself doing 2 and 3 jobs when God is saying, no, I just needed you to do one. That's because you're trying to do things in your own time, your own strength, your own way. And God is like, no, baby girl, no, baby boy. That's not what I have for you. And so I'm still in this season where God has taken all income away from me. I was in the season where I was doing a lot of sewing, a lot of giving, a lot of helping. And this is my season of rest. This is my season, like God has me in a season of resting, of getting to know him, destroying the faulty foundation. And people are sowing into me, and it's uncomfortable, but this is what he has willed for me. For years I've worked I did, a regular job, and then I would do hair on the side. Or there was even a season where I was doing nothing but hair, but God graced me for that season. Now God has graced me for this season of rest. And when I say I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, because I have heard his promise for me, and I'm starting to see his promise is slowly coming to pass. But I'm just like, Lord, like, God, you're telling me that I need to do this thing, but how? I'm waiting on the next instruction. I have got to sit still and wait for that next instruction. If there is not peace behind that decision you are about to make, please lay that thing down, back away, and you wait. You wait until you know for sure that God says, yes, I promise you the wait will be worth it. And as I'm talking to you, encouraging you, I am encouraging myself, because I'm like, God, how? And he's like, do you not trust me? I'm like, God, when? Do you not trust me? Do you not trust my timing? Do you not trust my provision? Because in this season, that's what God needed me to do. He needed me to lay down my idea, my desires, my wants. He needed me to grasp hold of what he has for me, what he has called me to do, where he is sending me. And I need to trust him. I need to trust that he's going to provide. And he has never failed me, and he won't. He can't. He can't fail. He's God. He can't go back on his word. He's God. He can't lie because he's God. He will never have to repent because he's God. So remember that. If God gave you that idea, if he put that desire in your heart, he's going to make sure you see that it is seen through, okay? So just hold on. Wait a minute, okay? Don't mess it up for you. Don't set yourself back any further than you need to be set back, okay? It's time. Let God do his good work, and he's going to restore the time, okay? So y'all have a good one.